Hey beaches, welcome back to Famish.
Episode 7, everybody. You guys did not think that we were going to stay this consistent, but here we are.
I didn't either.
Even through like the thickest of the
Issues.
treading the water and
Quite literally the worst things have happened, but we're still here.
we're still here. And we got a really fun episode today. Last episode was a little bit darker, okay? But today's episode, me and Sam have a lot of fun stories that we're going to share with each other.
We are really getting better at withholding things as the weeks go by, just so we have funny shit to tell you guys on the podcast. And I actually, give me a round of applause, came with things ready. Andrew's always like, have you written things down today? No, I haven't.
No. Since everything happened with me, I haven't been the best at writing things down. So it's good that you wrote things down because usually it's the other way around. But now, going forward, we're both going to be really good at it.
We are,
so.
yes. I would like to say if crazy stuff keeps happening to us, but it somehow does. I don't even know if I would say it's crazy. We're just two very clumsy, stupid individuals.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I don't want to call ourselves stupid. I have to really work on better self.
I'm not there yet. I'm
talk.
stupid. I'm dumb as a stump.
Well, there's a lot of talk right now about influencers and them being like dumb and needing higher education.
And how we have the hardest jobs in the world.
We don't. But it's just, maybe they're right. Maybe I should go back to school. Maybe I won't. But maybe you guys could just teach me the things you're learning in school so I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because school's expensive. But before we start, I'm going to crack open a cold one.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what you're drinking because I really want to talk about what I'm drinking really quick.
Oh. You could just tell them.
Okay. Normally, I drink like the orange Celsius, which in my personal opinion, that is the best one. And to be honest, I don't even think it's my opinion. Like, I genuinely think that's the best one. I think you're crazy if you don't think that's the most refreshing best one.
Call me crazy.
Today, they had an orange one, but it was like an orange marshmallow one, which I would never get. Like, I wasn't like, oh, let me try something new. That's just not me. This one was in Sam's fridge, and it tastes vile. It is disgusting. Well, I don't like sharing can. Just don't be weird about it.
Okay. Want to try mine?
No.
Makes this like even?
I tried yours. It's disgusting.
It's not. Ew.
Is that not disgusting?
Ew. Why would they make that?
I don't know. It's absolutely vile.
That makes me think about the Bean Boozled taste testers.
Oh, yes. The marshmallow one.
To taste them. Well, imagine that being your job. I'm drinking a Witch's Brew Alani Nu. These are what I like to call anxiety in a can. They never fail to give me the worst crippling nighttime anxiety, but I drink them anyways because they bring my personality out.
Okay.
I'm not me without Alani.
And your Mickey ears.
Mickey ears. Never addressed those, huh? I'm wearing Mickey ears. I'm wearing them because people keep calling me a Disney adult.
Well,
I'm not a Disney adult because I feel like Disney adults are the people who...
I mean, I frankly, I can't look anywhere in this apartment without seeing Disney...
Where?
Merchandise. Sam, I'm literally staring at...
Those are stuffed animals. And I may have bought a lot of Christmas merch, but that's just because I like Christmas.
It's not a bad thing, though. But also, you're sitting here on a normal episode wearing Mickey ears, so you really...
I'm a tolerable Disney adult, maybe.
Yeah.
Blame Sam. Samantha, if you guys don't know or you are just new to watching us or you just don't follow me, maybe you're like from TikTok and you don't follow me on YouTube, Samantha Joe, which I know is also my name, is also one of my best friends that lives in Nashville still. She lived with me last year. I think, well, me and her are first of all like the same human being, but she's the one who really ignited my love for Taylor Swift.
Right.
And Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I just am a copycat. Maybe I don't know how to be like original.
Oh, I think it's two of the most mainstream things on the planet. So
I'm a basic bitch.
Yeah, like you're not gatekeeping Taylor Swift and Disney.
People try. But this is a fall flavor, which people like to say that November is fall. It's Christmas season. Christmas season starts November 1st to December 31st. Some people are saying, because I commented about that somewhere on social media, people are saying that Christmas lasts until January 31st.
That's crazy. That's really pushing it. But I also think, like, you know how there's like Democrat, Republican? Like, I feel like this is kind of like that. And like, you're just being like ignorant and one-sided because I think November can be whatever you want. Like, if you want to extend it with fall, you can.
Okay, I agree. But then don't shame both sides.
No,
you know?
yeah, don't.
Yeah. But also, like, Thanksgiving is a meal.
Yeah.
Christmas is a lifestyle. Christmas is about happiness, joy. Although I will say, if kids are watching, unplug or put headphones in. Yeah, if your kids are on, put headphones in. Actually, I'll word this in a safe for work manner. If Santa delivered gifts to older people, it would still be magical. But once I realized Santa wasn't coming to bring me presents anymore, if you're catching my drift.
If there are any children watching us, they might be a little more mature and understand the truth behind Santa.
Well, that he's totally real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did not realize that until I was a sophomore in high school.
You're actually kidding.
No, I'm so serious.
No, you're lying.
Yeah, my dad told me when he was mad at me.
Wait, hold
I mean,
on.
I'm sure a part of me knew deep down.
No, Sam, hold on. You're telling me that you didn't realize the truth behind Santa until you were in 10th grade?
Yes.
No, you're kidding. You're actually kidding.
I'm not. I lived in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss.
Okay, what about everyone else in your little small town? What did they...
Well, there wasn't that many people, but I feel like that's what I'm saying is I feel like deep down a part of me knew and my heart knew.
You were... Okay, you wearing Mickey ears right now and saying you didn't know Santa was fake until 10th grade, you are going to get dragged.
I just like the Christmas spirit. I didn't want to be a part of it. And my mom wouldn't tell me that he was not real.
I found out in 3rd grade.
My mom told me if we didn't believe, we don't get presents. So my ass was not stopping believing.
That's nice.
Don't stop.
That's nice.
Believing.
That's also enough. But wow, you were like
and
something else.
Christmas has not been the same since. So I stand by.
No, yeah.
It has not been the same ever since then. And maybe that's why I go so hard on Christmas time, because I really want to feel that magic and I haven't felt it. Now I have heard people say that you feel it again when you have kids.
Yeah.
And like you get to relive that magic like through them. But maybe that's why I love Disney, and maybe that's why I go so hard for Christmas. This episode is not going to be just me and Andrew sharing little stories, even though we are going to do that. We're going to try and talk about families and hanging out with our families and like family stories.
Yeah. And also this is the week of Thanksgiving. And I know that can be very traumatic for some people.
Yes.
Just, whether it's eating, being around certain family members. So we're going to do some little fun story times from you guys about that too. We asked you guys over on all our social medias. So be sure to follow Famished on Instagram, TikTok, follow me and Sam on our personals and all that if you want to be involved in any of these little fun things we do for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're listening to this, give it a 5-star rating.
We're really close to 1,000 on Spotify.
Yeah, give it a 5-star rating and a thumbs up, and comment on YouTube what your favorite Thanksgiving side dish is.
I hated Thanksgiving dinner until 2 years ago.
Well,
I wouldn't eat anything.
You only started like mashed potatoes this year.
Yeah. It's been maybe a little bit over a year now. It was honestly, no, it was this time last year. Last Thanksgiving, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong if you see me eating mashed potatoes in a vlog before the past year. I just wouldn't touch them. The texture was so gross. I grew up only eating ham and pickle sandwiches.
That is foul.
It's so good though. It's so good in air quotes. But I wouldn't touch Thanksgiving dinner, so I've always hated Thanksgiving. So that's maybe another reason why I just skip over it in my head. Now I like mashed potatoes, love stuffing.
I have a secret. I've never actually had mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving.
What do you mean?
Because like being in an Italian family, which, I know there are Italians out there who have mashed potatoes. I'm not saying that's like a big Italian thing, but just being in like my big Italian family, we never like got to the mashed potatoes. It was always like more Italian things. We always did have like mashed sweet potatoes, with like the marshmallows on top, like stuff like that.
Is that like sweet potato casserole?
Yeah, but we never had like just mashed potatoes. Like we have like stuffed artichokes.
Like artichoke dip.
No. Like stuffed artichokes. We have, we'll have some sort of pasta. All right, so let's get into the updates before we get into like the Thanksgiving stuff. The holiday stuff.
I feel like I kind of told you about this.
What?
I breezed, like I just brushed it, tickled it with my toes.
What?
The night before I left to go to Wisconsin, I was up super late packing my bag. I do this really toxic thing whenever I'm traveling where I don't sleep the night before a flight.
Oh no, yeah, that is just like excitement, anxious. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
too.
what it is. I just maybe shouldn't wait until 2 seconds before my plane takes off to pack my bag and clean my house.
Especially you, because you pack a lot.
Which I probably wouldn't do if I... So sorry.
Oh, cut that. Cut that, Caesar. People think we're disgusting.
Let us know we're real.
Oh my God.
I've been really burpy and like acid refluxy.
Been really, yeah, your whole life.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, keep going.
It's the Diet Coke. I probably wouldn't pack as much if I would just plan it out. But I'm just so unstructured in my life, which me and Andrew have actually been talking about a lot, how we need a better routine and just structure in our days because we would be so much more productive and get so much more done.
Yeah.
But if I had that, I probably would have time to pack ahead of time, plan my outfits. But what if I feel fat that day and I don't want to wear it? And like I need to have a backup plan.
That's why I always wear the same outfits that
That's
I know
so
are
smart.
loose and comfy.
If I already have that's so toxic, by the way, what I'm about to say. If I already have an Instagram picture in it, I don't want to wear it again. I'll wear it again, but only if I'm not going to be like doing something for filming.
Yeah, no, honestly, I do that. Like if I take an Instagram picture in an outfit, I'll never like take an Instagram picture in that outfit again.
Yeah.
Or
So
I used to, but
I wear it on non-content days.
Yeah, exactly.
Which don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But circling back to why I started talking about packing, I was packing my bag, so I was very busy. Okay, so keep in mind, my mind isn't on anything except running around grabbing clothes. I had my suitcase on my couch. And I realized that my tummy was grumbling. So I stopped for like 0.5 seconds, just long enough for me to realize I was hungry. Big mistake. If I am not busy, I'm going to eat. But it was late. So the only thing that was available on Uber Eats was Taco Bell.
Okay.
I never ordered Taco Bell. Me and you will go to Taco Bell as a last resort.
It's very much a last resort for me, but a lot of people would disagree with us.
Yeah, people really like Taco Bell.
It's like a lot of people's favorite fast food place.
And it's not even in my top 10.
Guys, what are your top 3 fast food choices? Like, I'm genuinely curious because anytime I say, like, let's get food and it's real late, everyone always says Taco Bell.
Ew.
And I'm just, like, so let down.
I would say it's edible. It's probably not. But it's on my no-go list for sure now.
You know what it is? I love a side dish.
Yeah.
I love a side dish.
I can fuck with a good side dish.
And there's not many sides there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The cinnamon twists go hard.
Anyway, we're getting okay, tell your story.
I had to order it because I was just withering away. I was going to become nothing if I didn't get this Taco Bell.
Right.
So I ordered it. It showed up really fast. I'll give them that. And I start eating it. I had a chicken quesadilla. And it was probably like the one time I've ever just ordered the one thing that I was going to eat from Taco Bell. Like usually I like order, well, I want a chicken quesadilla. Well, I shouldn't say just Taco Bell, pretty much anywhere. I end up ordering like 3 meals.
Right, yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to be feeling when it's in front of your face.
You got to taste.
Yeah. And so I had just ordered the chicken quesadilla. So my whole meal was riding on this chicken quesadilla. If you've never had a Taco Bell quesadilla, they come in like a half moon.
I hate them. I think they're so gross.
They're not great. And they cut it into slices, little pizza slices. And so
you're literally explaining what a normal quesadilla looks like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It looked like a quesadilla, I guess.
Yes. You're like, they come in little triangles. Everyone knows what a fucking quesadilla is.
Well, I didn't know that.
Let's go.
I was being visual for our Spotify and Apple podcast listeners.
Right.
But I picked up the first slice and I was eating it as I was packing everything. So I was still running around. I wasn't just, usually when I eat, I'm sitting there and watching a show.
Right.
But I had no time. So I was running around and doing it. When I finished that slice, I said, I'm probably going to be more productive if I just sit down and eat and I don't run around and do it. I just focus on one thing at a time. So then I stuck my phone with my little Octobuddy to my microwave, put on a video, and I went in for the second slice. And I took a bite. Oh, some of you probably hated that.
Yeah.
I took a bite and it felt weird because now I was focusing on the food. The texture was a little bit off. It was a little bit chewier than what I would expect chicken to be.
I remember this now. Okay, ew.
And I then spit it out into my hand to investigate what it was, and it looked like a tomato. So I was like, when did they ever put tomatoes in quesadillas? I've never had to say no tomatoes before. So then I peel open the quesadilla. Every piece of chicken was raw.
You sent me a picture.
Raw. Like straight up. Never been even seared on the sides.
No, you guys, she's not exaggerating. Like it was just like someone wanted to kill her. It was like raw.
Yes. It's as if imagine going to the store, getting a raw chicken breast, slicing it up, and sticking it inside of a quesadilla, pressing it, and sending it out. At first, I thought that couldn't be possible because isn't all of their meat pre-cooked? Like, I didn't realize that they were sitting there cooking the chicken. That makes me trust it way less.
Not if it was late. They don't pre-cook during, like, off hours. They only pre-cook during, like, rushes.
I thought it, like, came and they just unfreeze it. No?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. But I do know that you're not exaggerating. It really was raw.
When it was the night before a flight, and I already ate the whole first slice. It was a small slice. Like, there wasn't that much chicken in it, which is probably why I didn't get sick the next day. But when I tell you, I was so stressed out about how the fact that I just consumed raw chicken, which is like salmonella, right? Or something like that.
Something like that.
Not safe. They always say don't eat raw chicken. I'm always so afraid of raw chicken. Like, I hate cooking chicken because I'm so afraid that I'm going to do it wrong and then have this happen.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah, and this isn't like chicken tartare. Like, I don't think that's supposed to be a thing.
Not at Taco Bell.
Well, in general, I don't know that you're supposed to ever eat chicken raw.
Oh, yeah, chicken tartare. Yeah, no.
No. So that is why I will never get Taco Bell again. I was fine the next day. Like, I was really scared on the plane.
I
that
have a
was gonna
hunchling
be-
that you're gonna get Taco Bell again one day. Just
Hmm.
maybe not the quesadilla, which
Maybe not chicken,
I'm always against the quesadilla anyway.
but it's good.
No, it's disgusting.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't, but they usually are.
I remember you sent me that picture, but I blocked it out because like all the trauma. Like I don't remember anything from those 2 weeks. Like nothing.
It was definitely an event. I know that. Was it Southwest, Delta? One of the people shit all over the floor. I was really confident that I was going to be the next person. I always make that joke ever since it happened. Like, my IBS is going to cause me to be the American Airlines shitter, like diarrhea person that makes the plane go back. But I was going to be vomiting everywhere.
Yeah, we're not gonna be the disgusting fat people that you all think we are, but I am gonna say Sam did shit in her Buick yesterday. Anyway, we're gonna keep going.
I didn't.
No, you did. Anyway,
It was not a full poop.
whatever. We're not talking about it. We're not touching on it.
You brought it up.
Whatever. I've been waiting to tell you the story since the night of my birthday, which
You
was
told-
October 26th, everybody.
Yes, happy late birthday.
Okay, so that was like, I mean, I don't drink much at all, so it's not like surprising, but that was like my first time drinking after everything with Adriana,
Yeah.
which normally, sometimes I'll go like 2 months without drinking, whatever, not
He's
the point.
actually an alcoholic and he doesn't want you to know.
Right. So anyway, Zach took me out for my birthday and we went out for a nice dinner and then we saw the Taylor Swift movie, which
Mhm.
was really fun.
Yeah.
Very on brand for me.
Yes.
But when we were out for dinner, we were having a few drinks. Obviously, it was my birthday, so we were having fun.
Andrew gets really annoying when he drinks.
Yeah, I do. No, I'm not gonna fight that. I get really, really annoying. I can take care of myself, but I get very like outrageous. Like I never throw up. I never have to be carried, but I get
You don't get really drunk until you're home.
yeah. Once I get
annoying.
home, I'm like, okay, I can let loose now, and I like lay on the floor and like also am bouncing off the walls.
But
It's
then he's
crazy.
also like in the back of the cabinets looking for more things he could possibly drink.
yeah,
Because
it's like I
drunk
don't.
people want to stay drunk. That's just a thing.
Which is why I don't drink often because it's crazy. Anyway, so we went out for drinks, and it was really fun. There was like this lady there, and she had like 2 sparklers, and she was so plastic, like so much plastic surgery.
Okay.
And I was like, and she was older,
Uh-huh.
and her tits were out. She had like this wig on with like Taylor Swift bangs.
Ooh, okay.
Like this hat, and she was like dancing all around, and obviously I had to make friends with her. She was like 3 feet away and her lips were touching me. It was crazy. Right. And I was just like, oh my God, like who's your doctor? Like I need to get surgery, like all this crazy stuff. I told her she looked like Taylor Swift. And did I send you a picture of her?
I think you may have.
I literally
Her
took-
titties were like up here, right?
Yes,
Yes,
her
okay.
titties were on her head like your Mickey Mouse ears.
Yes, okay.
Like they were crazy. So I took a picture with her and I was like, oh my God, you look so much like Taylor Swift. Okay, first of all, she was like Latina,
Okay.
like very Latina. Looked nothing like Taylor Swift. She honestly looked like a wax figure. Loved her.
Yeah.
Loved her. When I told her she looked like Taylor Swift, she was like, ew, she's a bimbo. Like, I look like J-Lo. And I was like, yes, like, I see it. Like, you're J-Lo. Anyway, I made
What's a
best friends with this
bimbo?
woman. What?
What's a bimbo?
Like a slut,
Oh.
basically.
She called Taylor Swift a slut.
Yeah.
I would have kicked her.
I was annoyed. So that's when I was like, okay, well, bye. Like, I need to go see the Taylor Swift movie now. Like, I was so mad. Anyway, the fight.
Happened after this?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even. Did I tell them it was a fight? Okay. So my
Mhm.
update is, I started a huge fight with my boyfriend Zach, and when I say fight, I mean,
He texted me saying his relationship was over.
yeah, no, it was like 2 a.m. I called my parents, like woke them up, like was crying. Keep in mind, Zach did not fight back once. Like it was a very one-sided. We were watching the movie, and it was like nearing the end of the movie, and I was just like vibing. We were vibing. We were having so much fun, and I just like turned towards Zach, and I said, and this is what started it all.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm like the male Taylor Swift. But like before I could even like finish the word Taylor,
Is he laughing?
no, he was like, no. He literally just shut down. He was like, no, no, you're not. Like, not at all. And like just kept watching. And I was like, which is like so rude. No, but
I will say my first reaction when you said that, like what I was about to say is you're not.
well, yeah. I get that. Okay. I get that. But like it's my birthday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like I don't need you to fight back with me
So
right now.
we
'Cause
allow delusional thoughts on our birthdays.
yeah. And like
okay.
I don't need you to fight back with me because like we know it's delusional, even though like whatever. But yeah. So I look at him and I'm like, I'm the male Taylor Swift. And before I could even finish, he's like, no, you're not, whatever. And he keeps watching. So then I'm like, it's just the fact that like he shut it down so quickly.
Okay.
And I'm like, I totally, like I am. What do you mean I'm not the male
totally
Taylor
am.
Swift? So we keep watching the movie and like it's just like eating away.
Oh, this is during the movie.
It's during the movie. And like the
Okay.
movie's ending, maybe the last few songs. And like I can't think of anything else. Like I don't remember the last of the movie because I was like, my blood pressure was rising. Like my blood was boiling. So I was like, what do you mean I'm not the male Taylor Swift? Like,
Like,
but-
not in like a funny way, like you were actually mad.
no, I was fuming. And he was like, so then we get in the car and like, I'm just going off about this. He tried to hold my hand on the way to the car. I was like, absolutely not.
Aw.
Like, no, fuck you.
That's cute.
No, fuck you. I was so mad. So we get in the car and I'm like, how are you going to sit there right now and tell me I'm not the male Taylor Swift? And he was like, Andrew, like literally what? And I don't know, this is so rude to me. He's like, Andrew, what makes you the male Taylor Swift? It's my birthday, Sam. Okay. I get it. But it's my birthday.
But can I hear the logic, maybe?
My logic was I just am.
But that's not how that works. Like, she didn't become Taylor Swift by just being Taylor Swift.
But
She like worked hard, you know, and had talent.
Okay, but like, see, it's so rude. Like, we don't have to give like insults. Do you know what I mean? Like, so anyway.
Half of what comes out of your mouth is an insult.
Yeah, but mine are true.
That one is too.
No, don't fight with me on me being the male Taylor Swift because that's not the point of this. The point is, it was crazy.
Okay.
So I was just like so like blown away that he couldn't just like give it to me and be like, no, yeah, you are. Because like all you have to do is like be like, yeah, babe, like you're the male Taylor Swift.
See, but I think you think that's all it would be, but then at that point you would have like, no, that wouldn't have been the end of it. You would have been like, okay, like how? Like, why do you think I am?
Yeah. No, well, either way, Zach, like there was no getting out of it.
Zach is in the wrong.
Yeah, and like so then I started like tearing up. Well, because I was drunk and he's just like, why can't you just? And I was saying that to him. I'm like, it's my birthday. Like, it's my birthday. You literally can't just tell me I'm the male Taylor Swift. Like, I don't. And he was like, I will tell you it if you can prove it to me that like you are.
Did
and
you
I'm
just
like,
start singing?
No.
Dancing?
I don't need to. Like, I just. So then I was like, I just like emulate her. Which, yeah. But like I was everybody like I was dead serious.
This
like,
is why you texted me while I was in a club at a bachelorette party at 2 a.m.
No.
Because
it gets
he
worse.
told you weren't Taylor Swift.
No, it gets worse. Like the tears like started streaming down my face. Like I'm like crying. I'm like I don't understand like why you can't like why you're being so rude. Like you're insulting me because I was saying I'm not comparable. And I was like I'm not saying like I am her. I'm just saying like I'm comparable. Okay. And he was like Andrew, you've never even like written a song. Like you don't say like you don't do anything. And I was like
you don't do anything.
Yeah. Well, then he was like saying things like that, and I was like
that would trigger me a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just that part though.
So then I get home and like he goes outside, whatever. He's like walking the dogs, whatever. And I call my parents and like I'm like crying. And this was obviously like everything's traumatic. Like everything just happened with Adriana.
Yeah. Maybe that's why your emotions were just high and it was just coming out in a different way.
Yeah, I think I would have done this.
You're like, I would do it like 3 months ago.
Yeah. So I call my parents and like I'm crying and like my mom like is having a panic attack. She's like, what's the matter? What's the matter? And I just sit there and I'm like, I just got into like the worst fight with Zach. Keep in mind, like Zach did not fight back at all.
Yeah.
Got in the worst fight with Zach. Like I'm crying to her and she's like, well, what happened? Can you tell me? And I told her, I told Zach I'm the male Taylor Swift and he like told me I'm not.
Did she start laughing?
She scream laughed. It's 2 a.m.
Worse than the picture at Disney? Or comparable?
About that, yeah. Okay. Comparable to that. She's scream laughing. She wakes up my dad and she's like, can you like tell dad? And I'm thinking she's like trying to be like
comforting.
Yeah. So I tell dad and he starts scream laughing, right? And then they were like, but honey, like they're trying to be nice. They're like, but honey, but like you're not Taylor Swift. Like you're Andrew. I hung up on them.
I probably would have hung up on you had you called me at the club and said
Oh,
that.
no. I hung up on them immediately. I called my brother. I called my brother's girlfriend. I tried to call you. I texted you instead. I called Stephanie. I called everyone. And every single person laughed at me. And I literally,
yes.
I was in such a dark place.
What could have made you feel better in that moment?
If everyone just said, you know what? You are the male Taylor Swift.
You want us to lie.
But I woke up the next day and I told everyone, I was like,
you're not the male Taylor Swift.
No. I didn't say that. I just told everyone like that didn't happen. Okay. None of that happened. We're moving past it. And like everyone tried to like bring up things I was saying. And I was like, no. I'm honestly glad you didn't pick up because you would have recorded it.
Oh, yes.
So
I would have left the club, repaid the $10 to get back in just to record that conversation.
I tried sleeping on the couch.
That is so dramatic.
I was so mad.
Drunk Andrew scares me a little.
Yeah, it was wild.
He is something. It's a different human. No, but like the things that come out of Drunk Andrew's mouth.
Yeah, he's Taylor Swift.
No, okay.
He's a different human. He's Taylor Swift.
Taylor Sheesh.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Taylor Sheesh is iconic. I will take that to my grave. But speaking of grave.
Oh, what?
It's nothing depressing.
Oh, I was like, what?
I'm just going to briefly breeze over this. Just because I made the comment that shit follows me around. And this also happened Halloween weekend. So maybe that was the vibes. And we had just posted a video like talking about it.
Do I know the story?
No.
Okay.
So I recently went back to Wisconsin for my friend's bachelorette party. She asked me to be in her wedding, which I genuinely said I would never do again because I had a little kid come up to me the last time I was a bridesmaid, poke me in the belly, and ask me why my belly was so much bigger than everybody else's.
And this is why I hate kids.
They're too honest sometimes. Like, just be nice. They don't know that they're being mean. So you can't be mad at them.
No,
but
fuck
at the
them.
same time, it hurts more because it's so honest.
Yeah, it's like innocent. Like, you're
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah,
and you can't even be mad.
The mom's
Unless
face.
you're me. I would be mad.
I cried. So, and I swore to never be in a wedding again. But I said yes because she's one of my friends and I'm not going to say no. And I want to be in her wedding. But I had to go to her bachelorette party. And we went to the Wisconsin Dells, where my Wisconsin people at. And we stayed in this cabin. It didn't look old, but it was very cabiny, like wood walls,
Cute.
North Woods decorations. And I think there was 12 or 13 of us packed into this house. Jaden was very nice and let me sleep with her because I knew of some of the other girls, but I didn't really know any of them. And I have such bad social anxiety that being like sleeping in a bed with somebody that I didn't know would just not happen.
Okay. And you snore like a chainsaw.
Least of my problems with other people that I don't care about.
Okay.
Like, I don't know you. I don't care that I snore in front of you. But if I want to be like, the first time I slept in a bed with Gerald, I didn't sleep for 1 minute. I was up the whole night. I laid awake the entire night.
You guys, one time when Sam and Jarrell first started dating, she stayed on FaceTime with him while she was sleeping. And then she literally called me in a panic because she farted so loud that she woke both of them up.
He goes, was that Sam? Was that you? Like, Sam, and I pretended to be sleeping.
She pretended to be sleeping. Like, she farted so loud it woke both of them up. And then he was like, he woke up and he was like, was that you? And she just pretended to be sleeping. And then, like,
No, loud fart.
once he fell back asleep, she called me back and was like in tears. Hilarious.
Really embarrassing.
Anyway, sorry.
And I am a sleep farter, so it does happen. I was staying with Jaden, and the first night we were there, some of the girls, when me and Jaden went into the room and came back out, granted, they were all drunk, so I wasn't taking most of them very seriously. I didn't drink at all this weekend. And they were like, oh my gosh, while you were in there, like, the door to the basement opened and closed like 3 times. And we're like, okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes in old houses, and especially in like wood houses, because not all houses are wood, I don't think. Not that that matters, but things can move. Drafts, it was coming up from the basement, didn't think anything of it. Me and Jaden then the next day were in the bathroom in our bedroom getting ready. We were standing at the mirror and this door was shut, like fully shut. All of a sudden it opens behind us and hits Jaden in the butt because Jaden has a badonkadonk.
Right.
And we both kind of just looked at each other.
It was like a pervert ghost?
What?
Like a pervert ghost.
Well, we were clothed and stuff. We were just doing our makeup.
Okay.
And it opened and we looked at each other and we were like, did it happen? Did it not happen? We're like, no, it didn't happen. So we closed it and it happened 2 other times while we were getting ready, like fully closed. Like we like shut it and made sure we heard the lock and it kept opening.
Ew.
And it would go, and we would like try to not close it all the way to see if it would like open on its own.
And here you are
Nope.
talking about it again.
Yeah, I couldn't not.
No, I know.
I
I get it. But that's the slippery slope with like paranormal influencers, I think.
But I mean, that one might have been like an old house. I don't know, but was spooky that we talked about it and then that happened. I'm still convinced that there is something like attached to my behind. But just in general, the entire time I was in Wisconsin, it's crazy how different the people are there. And I am not hating on anybody from Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin. Well, technically South Carolina, but I grew up in Wisconsin. But people are so different. Like the people watching that I got to do at the clubs. Please, are we able to insert a video?
Yeah.
I'm going to give Caesar a video to put in here of this old man that was dancing at the club with Jaden and everybody.
It's Halloween, motherfucker!
Whatever he was on, I need me some of it.
Yeah, but like he wasn't even like the small town people in Wisconsin.
No, we went to a bunch of bars that night for Jaden, like the night that we actually went out for her party. We all dressed up, and within 2 seconds of us walking into the first bar, a man threw his drink on us, sprinted away, an ugly old bald man. Not that bald men are bad, but this one was ugly and old because his personality was ugly. And he was making faces at one of the girls. She wasn't reciprocating the face. Like, get over it. You are ugly and bald.
Like a ooh la la face?
Yeah, like weird,
Ew.
creepy
Ew.
faces. No, they were, I'm not even being dramatic. That's how they were. And the way it was set up was kind of like we were on this platform and he was like down there and you just a staircase to get up to it. And he was down there making the faces to her up here. She wasn't having it. So then he went and bought a drink and threw it up onto the whole platform. So he didn't just get us wet and like ice sprayed everywhere, everybody up there. So everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened? He, all of a sudden, mind you, there's a crowd of people. You just see him start sprinting, plowing through people to get to the door because he realized he's a fucking idiot. And like, why would you do that? And the bouncer saw him leave. I then, being sober and just, I don't want to make protective, maybe. I don't know. I start sprinting after him.
You know, I get mad when you do that shit.
Like, I was ready to fight. Start sprinting after him. And the bouncer stopped me. And he was like, I saw what they did. I saw what he did. Like, you don't have to go after him. I won't let him back inside, whatever.
Sam is very much the girl who's like going to get punched in the face by a man one day.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'll
Like,
punch
she,
back.
like, I always get, that's probably like the thing that makes me the most mad is like you try to like, I mean, it's rightfully so, like, but like, you,
Why did you throw a drink at us?
yeah, like she does like go after people, especially like people
Road
who like,
rage?
what?
Road rage?
Yeah, she has really bad road rage. That pisses me off the most because like when these men pull over and like, or like block us or follow us, who are they going to go after? Sam or me?
Probably me.
No. Well, I always tell you, like, the amount of times I've warned you with road rage, if they are coming after me, I am 100% going to say, it was her. Go after her, because I
Okay.
am not.
Okay. You think I'm not ready for a fight? Everyone doesn't think I can fight.
You can't.
Gerald has no faith in me that I could mess somebody up with
You
my
can't.
fists.
You 100% can't.
I have such good reflexes and so fast.
You're
the Matrix.
so slow. You're
That's-
so slow.
Are you being fat phobic?
No, I'm being slow phobic.
That also sounds not good. I don't know. I just feel like there's a right way to treat people and a wrong way to treat people. And when you're treating people wrong, I'm going to fucking tell you. But the road
Yeah, you're
rage
usually
thing,
right.
I need to work on.
I just want you to, like, be safe and not get punched by a man one day, like Snooki.
Yeah. Well, I do have this premonition that I'm going to die in a car accident. So maybe I'm going to piss somebody off with my road rage and then they're going to run me off the road and I'll die.
You want me to expose you at this point.
For?
The fight we had today.
It was 2 blocks.
Sam doesn't wear her seatbelt.
I do wear my
No,
seatbelt.
she
I don't
doesn't.
put it on as fast as you want me to.
No, she will be on the highway and she's not wearing her
That is
seatbelt. The
not
thing
true.
is still,
The highway, I always have a seatbelt on.
we were on a very main road and you were not wearing your seatbelt.
The speed limit was 25 and we had been in the car for 2 minutes.
Okay, if someone hits you head on, that's 50 miles per hour.
I'm going to die anyways.
No.
He was worried for his own safety, which he's probably right. I usually wear a seatbelt.
No, I'm worried for your safety. It's
No, you're
just
worried about yours because you said that I'm going to kill you.
because I know you're a very like you care. So I was trying to get you to put it on.
You were, what's that word? Reverse
Manipulating.
psychology.
I was manipulating.
That's better.
Because I was like, okay, well,
it was 3 blocks.
a lot of times, like the reason why like people have to wear their seatbelt is because if they get in a car accident, they go flying all around the car and they kill the other people who are wearing their seatbelts too. So it's just like,
I do take up a lot of space. So I don't know how far I would move, but I get what you're saying. I do wear a seatbelt. You're so quick with your seatbelt. Like you put it on before you start moving.
you're supposed to. And like,
Well, I usually do it before I get out of the parking garage.
all she ever says is she's going to die in a car accident and then she doesn't wear her seatbelt. It's so stupid. It's
You're
so
acting
dumb.
like I drive long distances without my seatbelt.
We went at least 2 lights and you weren't wearing it.
2 lights, they're a block apart.
But that's far enough. You should put it on
yes,
before.
Yes, Dad, you're right.
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Thank you. Okay. See, I actually get mad.
Okay, I only have one other thing to talk about Wisconsin.
Okay.
I don't ever like go home really much anymore just because the way I am is I associate places with feelings. And I really went into this trip to Wisconsin looking to have a more positive outlook on Wisconsin. So I'll be like happier to go back and visit. And I just went through a really dark time of my life while I lived there. And then like all my trauma started in Wisconsin, like when I went to school in Wisconsin, whatever. And so I said, I'm going to look at this from a positive light and I'm going to have a good experience. So I'm excited to come back again.
That's good.
The first thing that I noticed when I get back to Wisconsin, as if Wisconsin isn't telling me to stay away, right?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
McDonald's closed down.
No, that would be
Is it
really
about
sad.
McDonald's?
It is about
Stop.
McDonald's. It is. Their covers on their Diet Cokes now are strawless.
What?
So when you order a large Diet Coke, or some people are into like large Sprites, large Cokes, whatever, Dr. Pepper, they have lids, kind of like Starbucks, where it's just like an open little thing and you push it back and you like stick it in and you have to beg them to give you a straw.
Oh, I hate that.
I can't drink an ice cold. It wouldn't be crispy. I wouldn't have the crisp with that. And so they'll give you a straw, and they still do use plastic straws there. Where I live, they're all paper, which I don't love paper straws, but I get the purpose of paper straws. I prefer like the rice straws because they still are like firm.
Yeah, but then they get all starchy. Oh no, the rice ones.
That's
those
the noodle ones.
Ew, yeah, those are gross. No, I like the rice ones too.
Yeah, the rice ones are good. I wish everyone would just have the rice straws. That being the first thing that I really noticed going back, because it happened. So I stopped on the way to get a large Diet Coke and some chicken nuggets, and because I had like a 2-hour drive back to where I live from Minneapolis, and I noticed the cover and I thought they ran out because it looks like a McCafe cover, like what they would put literally at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So I am in my head, I guess I convinced myself it's one off because it couldn't be real. That couldn't be.
How big is like the hole?
One of the tiny little ones.
At the very least, like the hole small enough where the ice doesn't like come through. Because I will say, at Starbucks, oh my God, nothing bothers me more. Nothing bothers me more than when I'm drinking the Starbucks without a straw, like a pumpkin cream cold brew or something, and the ice comes out of the hole.
It's about the size of those holes though, not the big one, the little one too. Those ice cubes at Starbucks come out of the little cup.
Yeah.
And they are in the little holes, in my opinion.
I just don't understand. Like, it's a whole entire plastic cup. Like, just give the fucking straw. Yep. It's stupid. I'm sorry. It's dumb. There are so many things we can cut out.
Well, why not use the paper straws?
Even that, sure.
Like, why did we have to manufacture a whole new lid of plastic to keep a plastic straw? I get the plastic straws are the turtles.
Or, okay, how about, since liquid doesn't really touch the lid, make a paper lid.
True.
Keep the plastic straw.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just make a paper lid.
Well, no, I think the plastic straws are the issues with the turtles. So they're trying to get rid of the plastic straws. But why not use paper straws?
I thought we were over it, to be honest.
What?
I thought like we were going back to plastic.
No, the turtles. I get it. I get that part for sure. But I don't get... You picked the wrong method of fixing the problem.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
No. Really, really, really dumb. Was that TMI?
Woo! That was another good one. Mm-hmm. You really kill it with the jingles. It is time for Was That TMI Thanksgiving/holiday edition. We have some good submissions. You guys really listened when we said like stop making them so gross and sexual, because I think I just grazed over these and they seem pretty good and juicy.
Okay. I haven't read them.
Yeah. So okay, which is fun because the past few times I think you read them, so it's my turn now. Okay, the first one of Was That TMI. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is so triggering, Sam. My family weighs ourselves before and after dinner to try to eat less. My uncle threw up. That last part was just a little. I don't get the last part, but their family weighs themselves.
Wait, that
before and after
to eat less. You could drink water and weigh more.
To be honest, I didn't see the eat less part before. I just thought like they did it as a joke. Like, let's see how much we gain. Like funny. I didn't realize it was to try to eat less.
If I knew that I was being weighed before and after my meal, I would take one bite.
That has to be like borderline abusive.
No, not even borderline.
Because like what if it's
just abusive?
What if you gain 3 pounds like I do every time I eat Thanksgiving dinner?
That's normal.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, what whoever's weighing you or whoever is putting this rule into effect, what are they saying about the 3 pounds you gained?
That you're a fatty patty. I mean, that is really fucked up.
So fucked up. I will say,
please play us saying how fucked up that is to your family.
A few weeks ago, I saw my uncle, and bless his soul, he's the best. I love him, but he just, like uncles, dads, like they have a way with words sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he told me that he like looked at me because I gained weight recently, especially after the Adriana thing. I've been like eating my grief, but
when you should be eating your grief.
This was actually the day before that happened, so I was just fat for no reason.
Me.
But my uncle saw me for the first time in a little while, and he was like, Andrew, what have you been eating? Like, I feel bad. Like you were so handsome, and like he was like literally.
You were so handsome.
Yeah, he was like, you put on a few pounds. Like, what happened? You were so handsome before.
He did not tell you that you put on a few pounds. Are people that honest?
I think like middle-aged men, like upper middle-aged men especially. Like, no, he genuinely said, he was like, oh, what happened? Like, you were so handsome before. Like, he was like, but don't worry, it happens to the best of us. And then he was like, what have you been eating?
Everything.
Me. Wanted to die.
I always tell my family or just anyone in my life that is close to me, you're not able to tell me that I'm super, super, super fat or like fatter. I've always been fat until you can see them like building my coffin in the back. Like then you have to let me know. But if I gain 10 pounds, you cannot trigger me like that.
But it's funny because I lost a lot of weight last year, but like before that, I gained weight because before that I was skinny. So like that time around, I don't think he remembers. He said the same exact thing to me. He was like, "What? Like what?" But it makes it even worse, kind of like the kid thing, because like he's saying it in like a really heartfelt way. Like he's like, "What happened?" Like,
but that also gives
it makes it so much
like
worse.
Southern mom. They
Yeah.
think they're doing you a favor by like limiting what you eat, which I'm not trying to piss off all Southern moms, but I've known some people now being in the South, the like diet culture and like weight culture. It's so interesting to me because weight was just never discussed. Granted, I grew up with a fat mom, a fat dad, and I'm fat. So the fact that like someone said that to you, I wouldn't see right now. I was going to say I'd kill myself, but we're working on that. What did you read?
Oh my God. Okay, wait. First of all, do you like turkey that much?
No.
Me either. Like for Thanksgiving, I would much rather have like
Ham?
I would much rather have ham, but even like just something different. Like I don't even need like a meat. Like we can have a girl dinner. You know what I mean?
Ham and Hawaiian rolls? That's what I eat.
That's
Ham, Hawaiian rolls, stuffing, and mashed potatoes.
A year ago, you turned me on to Hawaiian rolls.
They're very similar to the Texas Roadhouse.
They're so good.
They're so good.
Okay, so this one is something was inside the turkey and it wasn't stuffing. My dad bought this huge turkey one year for Thanksgiving, and I was super excited to cook it. We all were. We invited our whole family over and spent the day together, as you do. And of course, the turkey took like 50 hours to cook. I'm exaggerating, but you get it. We finally sat down for dinner, and at like 9 p.m., we were all super pumped for this turkey. My dad goes to carve it, and I kid you not, the first slice, there was a literal cockroach in it. It was dead, of course, but definitely roasted. My whole family went dead silent. I think my grandma started gagging at one point. No one was in the mood for turkey anymore. Safe to say we didn't eat turkey at that point. Also, the story was completely made up. I'm sorry. I didn't have an actual TMI story for Thanksgiving. LMAO. Love the podcast and both of you. Did I clickbait you?
I could, because I was about to say, did you not like rinse out the turkey? Because I mean, I've cooked a few turkeys. I'm pretty good at it. They've never been successful, but I've tried. You have to like hold its legs open.
Me.
And stick the hose in there and like spray it out.
Okay, me. Literally
yes,
me.
You with the bidet.
Yeah, right. The bidet.
Well, what other hose? You put a real hose?
Okay, so, oh my God.
Look at her butt.
No. Are you ready for this one?
No.
I fucked my cousin last Thanksgiving, and we got the whole family together again this year.
What?
Okay, talk about an awkward.
Talk about Wisconsin vibes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Alabama.
I mean, that isn't safe.
If you wear a condom. But like, no. But like.
I'm like a little bit in shock. That's giving me the same reaction to the person who said they pee on the towel on the floor. What?
That's giving you the same reaction?
Yeah.
Peeing on a towel and fucking your cousin?
They just both shouldn't happen. Like, I never would expect people to say that.
But I think one shouldn't happen way more.
Okay, maybe. They're both not okay.
You are from Wisconsin.
No, I would never. I'm saying like they're both absolute no's. Absolute turn-offs. Would never talk to you again.
So are we titling this podcast, I Slept With My Cousin, A Man Threw a Drink on Me, or There Was a Roach in My Turkey?
There was a oh my gosh. Wait,
Ow.
They're just saying that for shock factor, I think.
No.
I think people joke about that kind of stuff.
You'd be surprised. I've heard like quite a few stories of like
it being willing though, because I know there's like bad stories, like bad things happening to people, obviously, from like inside of families, but willingly.
the way this is worded, I'm assuming it was consensual, yeah.
But what do you mean you got the family back together again? Like obviously, doesn't everyone hang out? Oh gosh, not that face again. That's the same face you made for the last one.
My aunt had breast surgery and decided to lift up her shirt and show everyone her tits at the dinner table.
I'm going to be honest, that might be me. No, but not in front of my family. But I would show you like my areolas to make sure they didn't mess them up.
Well, yeah, but that's not a Thanksgiving dinner with your entire family.
Like imagine your uncle just being like
keep in mind, this is her nephew or her niece. And like her titties are resting in the mashed potatoes. You know what I mean?
People have a lot more interesting things happen at family gatherings than me, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean,
we just like don't talk and we just eat and
or
go
you
home.
spend it alone.
I mean, I do that too, yeah.
Which
That's
I hate.
depressing. Why are we gonna like?
Well, I hate that.
That what?
I always want you to fly to me and spend it with me.
I mean, it's not that I have no option to spend it with people.
Yeah, if you were
And
gonna
I
fly
don't
to me, you would
choose
just fly
it.
to your family. But
Yeah. Like last year I spent Christmas alone. Why did I spend Christmas alone? My mom came before Christmas, and then I don't know why I didn't go home for Christmas.
wait, this one is so you. One time I threw up on my Thanksgiving dinner while I was giving my thanks. You are someone who would just throw up mid-sentence.
Yeah.
It happened yesterday at Olive
Well,
Garden.
for a reason that you know that we can't tell people yet because I'm not far enough along
Oh,
in the process.
yeah.
Maybe in a few weeks.
We're saving that for episode 9.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know what's going on. In a
Episode
few
9,
weeks.
everybody.
Your stuff is here.
Oh, good.
Andrew has glass contacts because he literally can't see anything. Have we ever talked about that? You're
I think
actually
on my
blind?
channel I have. I got glass contacts because I have like an eye disease called keratoconus. If you have it, shout out. I'm so sorry. It's such a struggle.
Congrats.
But basically, I was never able to wear contacts or glasses, and I was legally blind. And so I was just stuck being legally blind. Yes, I drove, but I was so used to being legally blind that I didn't realize.
No, he quite literally wasn't ever planning on going to do something about the fact that he was so not able to see.
Because I didn't like,
Yeah.
you have to understand that like people who are able to wear glasses and contacts, like they understand what clear vision looks like. I was never able to even see clear vision through glasses, through contacts. So like, no matter the clearest video I watch, like you go to Best Buy, you look at the TVs, they're crisp and clear. No, still blurry to me. Putting glasses on contacts, everything was still blurry. Like I didn't know what a clear vision looked like.
But imagine you would not have gone to the doctor when you did. You wouldn't be able to see anymore.
Yeah, so basically with keratoconus, it starts in your 20s, and by the time you're 40, if you have it bad, which I did, you're completely blind by the time you're 40. So it was going really, really fast and getting progressively worse really quick. So anyway,
And the 2 years that I knew you, it went from like, I have a little bit of blurry vision to he quite literally couldn't see me if I was sitting this far away from him.
like right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 'cause
Anyway,
you don't have him in.
Yeah, so I was able to like get this surgery
That
that
stopped it, right?
yeah, it didn't help my vision, it just prevented it from happening and flattened my cornea, I think more.
So now it can't progress, correct?
They got to watch it. It
Okay.
can, but like they got to stay
They
on
can
top of it.
manage it.
But it was a really gross, like they had and I was awake for it all. They had to cut like the clear layer of my eye and like peel it back and like do stuff on each eye for an hour and a half. It
If
was
you thought LASIK was bad,
traumatic. Yeah, it was bad.
I would have to be put to sleep. But can you not?
No, they can't.
I don't know. I couldn't get the surgery.
And
done.
they told me, they were like, just so you know, like it is going to be very painful. And while they did it, it wasn't. But
Afterwards, I
following
remember your
week-
recovery.
yeah, I was blind for 3 days. It was bad. But anyway, so after a year, I got that in November of 2021, and then after a year, I was able to be approved for glass contacts.
Which
And
is crazy. I did not even know that was a thing.
yeah, and they're guys, they are way bigger than normal contacts.
They're scary.
Yeah,
I
and
looked at it.
I keep the same pair. Like it's not like they're like $1,000 each. They're crazy.
I was like, how often do you have to change them? He's like, I will keep this until it shatters in my hand.
yeah. So I have to put those on every day. It's a process. I have a plunger that I put them on and off with
A
because
legit plunger.
yeah, it's a mini plunger. They'll shatter if I don't use that. But long story short, I forgot my contact solution at home, and it's not just like any contact solution. It's for these glass lenses, and you have to order it on Amazon, and I can't put them in or take them out without it.
This man, once he realized that he doesn't have the solution, I asked, like, hey, is there like a store we could go to get it? No, he's like, I can only get it online. And I asked him what it was called. He sent me like the name, and I ordered it in 2 seconds on Amazon because that's how easy it is.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, you already ordered it that fast? Because he was like still slowly trying to add it to an Amazon cart to decide. He doesn't, which this blows my mind about you. You don't, which I could also just have a problem, but you don't shop online.
No,
You don't
everyone.
buy things. I'll have something. He's like, where did you get that? I'm like, I'll say a store online. And he's like, well, where is that? And I'm like, it's online. And he just doesn't realize that you can buy anything. Like anything is available for you to buy online if you want. He's like, how do you
Yeah.
find this cool stuff? You look it up. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, type in what you want on Google.
But I think I'm just so far behind now that I'm just like so stuck in the past because like I know you have all these different apps for shopping and different like stores and stuff, but like to me, very much like how you are, like where if a person is in front of you, they don't exist.
Yeah,
That's
I
like me
guess.
with items. Like, and this is just me because Zach has multiple boxes delivered like every day. Stephanie, you, like
Yeah.
everyone is big online shoppers. For some reason, it doesn't process with me. I could probably besides like the contact lenses and stuff like I need, I've probably made like 10 Amazon purchases in my life.
I'm not as big of an Amazon person as a lot of other people, but I am like in Urban Outfitters, Anthropologie. Like I order a lot of stuff online.
But,
But
like-
I grew up with no shops around. So I'm probably on the other spectrum where I'm too comfortable with online shopping because that's the only option we had growing up. Everything had to be bought online because there was
Yeah.
no stores.
But then like I also have nothing. Like I
You
saw,
don't have a lot,
like
yeah.
and I want stuff. Like I want to buy stuff, and it's the fact that you have it all at your fingertips. But like so do I. But like
It's almost
it just doesn't
overwhelming.
click. It doesn't click.
Yeah. You have to know what you want. I definitely have a problem and I've been really trying. I still get a lot of packages delivered, but a lot of it's PR. Like I have not placed a order myself for clothes, which is going to be so embarrassing, in like maybe a month or two, like 2 months.
Okay.
Which for me is a lot.
Yeah.
I use shopping the same way I use food as like coping mechanisms.
yeah.
Kind of. But I did that a lot growing up, so I think that's where that comes from. But I'm pretty sure I've talked about that before. Maybe
I
not
saw
on the
recently.
podcast.
I saw recently that like people who suffer from like binge eating disorder also suffer from binge like shopping.
Yeah. I'll notice that whenever I'm bored or anxious, especially at night, I have such bad nighttime anxiety. I'll be scrolling. Like my first instinct is to open my apps and start scrolling.
Okay, you need to send me your apps because like I want to do it too.
But I'm deleting mine, I think.
Okay, well, pass them. I'll take
Okay,
them.
sure.
Send them over to me. I need stuff. I love stuff. Stuff makes me happy.
But we like different stuff. Like the apps that I shop on, you probably don't shop on. Maybe we can, well, no, because it's not a challenge for you. I was like, maybe we can challenge each other to spend less money. But you don't spend much money.
I do on food.
Okay, well, same. You want to know a really embarrassing story?
Yeah.
I'm going to really be outing myself here.
What?
Okay, guys, podcast people, you guys are our like safe little community. It honestly has been kind of refreshing to have a small community of people again. Because once you get so, like that sounds so,
She's like, once I get so
uptight.
famous,
I hate that,
my life
but-
gets so hard.
well, you can't just interact with each individual person the way that you used to. And I
Right.
miss that closeness. I get to have that closeness when I meet you guys in person. But when you're talking to a million people versus when I was talking to 10,000 people, it's just different.
Yeah.
So you guys just have to vow. I use the same analogy every single time. Like Hannah Montana and Crowley Corners. You guys have to keep this a secret because it's so fucking embarrassing. Okay. My mom called me the other day in a panic
Right.
about how somebody stole $4,000 from her account.
Okay.
And I'm also panicking.
Which happens to you guys so much.
Yes. Well, she was like, it happened. It was the transactions were coming up as PayPal transactions, these like small transactions every single day, like a lot of them. And she was like, I don't know. It started at like the end of August or like August some point right after I had refunded like a plane ticket or something on PayPal, and I needed to put it back in her bank account. So I had her account linked under my PayPal. And ever since then is when the charges started happening on her account. So then my brain, I'm like, is it me? Like, it's one of my automatic things. Because usually my PayPal is linked to my main bank account. So it just pulls out of my account. And I very quickly realized that my Uber Eats account was linked to her bank account. It was using PayPal, which was pulling it out of her account.
For how long?
Like 3 months.
Oh, and $4,000?
Andrew, that's so fucking bad. Well, let's say 2 months.
Yeah, but you were getting all your food from there.
Yeah. Who spends $2,000 in food in 2 months?
I mean, me and Zach do.
Then we have a problem. That's so much money. Think about how much money
Well,
I
I
could
guess
save.
for two people too. But
Well, we're talking. No. We're talking about $4,000 in 2.5 months. It's over $2,000 a month. What I will say is some of that it was actual Ubers. It's my like bigger Instacart orders. I think there was a couple of actual like online purchases that also pulled from there. So like I had bought a pair of shoes, but for the most part, it's strictly Uber Eats. And she goes, Samantha, are you spending $4,000 in a few months on Uber Eats?
I think, and you know, I'm the first person to call you out, but I don't think that's that. Okay, but it's no secret that we eat a lot. Like,
Well, yeah, but that's a smack in the face, humbling experience.
yeah, but do you understand how expensive Uber Eats
Well, yes,
is?
one order from McDonald's is like $50.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, and she's like, well, how many times are you ordering Uber Eats a day? I'm like, breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, but you live alone. It's really hard to cook for yourself when you live alone. Like it is, guys. And unless you live completely alone, you can't speak on it.
Every once in a while, I get a little extra sensitive to things on the internet. And people seem to be really triggered by the fact that I have money now.
Okay.
Like it really seems to bother people, which maybe like it's your fault. But it happens. When you have this job and you get successful at it, you do make good money. It's not like a secret anymore.
And you
But-
guys, like, it's not like I'm gonna say this again. It's not like you just pick up the camera and post it. Like, we're not those influencers. There is a lot of planning and editing that goes into our videos.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
a lot.
I still think influencers are overpaid.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
it's
of course.
obvious. But I posted a video doing Uber Eats and it made a lot of people mad, which I don't think obviously was my intention to have it make people mad, because I never want to make you guys mad or like have you like let me down. But you're my friends, and I did a video on WAG and no one seemed to care, so like I just thought it was the same vibe.
It is.
But now I feel like that people are assuming I make more money now that it's like not okay for me to do that. And obviously I'm not trying to take a job from anybody,
You were just doing it for the video.
Yeah.
You were spreading awareness about a side hustle.
but
I will fight those people anyway.
but I feel like that was honestly really just like knowing that amount of money was spent in a few months. And I kept wondering, and honestly, it was probably because I couldn't see it that I was just mindlessly ordering that much, because it wasn't coming out of my bank account. I should have put 2 and 2 together, because every time I would look at my account, it would still have the same amount of money in it. I was like, oh, okay, like I didn't spend that much.
Right.
Like it hasn't gone down that much. But it was just coming out of my mom's poor account. Not poor account. No, she has money.
You meant like poor, like
Yeah,
sad,
like poor, like her poor account. Does it come out right?
They know what you mean.
Yes,
Like-
thank you. Like sad.
Like you feel bad.
Yes.
Sad.
Well,
No, like you feel bad.
yes, because I was taking it from her account. Like I shouldn't
Yeah.
have been. I'm so scared of you. All of you scare me. No, I'm not scared of you, because I feel like you're gonna come for me.
Oh my
I'm
god, you're
so-
like getting blotchy right now.
Am I red?
You're blotchy.
Is that like red?
You're red in certain areas.
That's my rosacea. Yeah, it's whenever I get stressed. But why did I start that? I don't know. That was just a humbling experience, and now I'm not spending the money on that anymore. And what, like I said, I'll tell you guys about my situation in a few episodes. The men online are gonna love that.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna come for me.
You guys are gonna episode 9. We're gonna go all into that, and you guys will understand what we're talking about.
We're
But
really working on our health.
I think that's good for this episode, right?
It is.
Hopefully that was a good episode for you guys. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things after everything happened. So that was fun.
Yeah, comment down below what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving. Comment down below anything that we asked you guys to comment.
Your 3 favorite fast food places, your favorite side dish. Follow us on all our social media so that you guys can participate in all the little fun things. Follow our personal accounts and leave 5-star reviews if you're listening to this on an audio platform. Also give it a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. We love you guys, and we will see you in the next episode of Famous.
See ya.